Shanti. Stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Honest heart. In order to have powerful remembrance, your love must come from an honest heart. Those who have honest hearts are able to become a point in a second and are able to remember Baba, the point. Because of pleasing the Lord with their honest hearts, such souls claim special blessings from the Father, with which they're easily able to stabilize in thinking of the One. They will experience remembrance in the form of a fire and will spread powerful vibrations everywhere. Because of their power of honesty, their intellects will work accurately, wisely, at the right time. No wrong actions can be done. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avekti Parivar. Today's day 23. Stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Today's topic, honest heart. Didi Mohini ji's specialities shared by Dadi Prakash Mani ji. 16. The Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Baba, as well as being the father, teacher, and Sadguru, is also Dharmaraj. Some were even afraid of Didi. Why? They were afraid that Didi would find out about their mistake. Didi always used to say, "The Lord is pleased with an honest heart." Whenever anything happened, even if was something trivial, Didi never hid it from Baba. Whenever Didi came in front of Baba, his face would change completely. Let there be such power of truth that you are able to draw love from God. You cannot receive love by asking for it. You can receive everything else. You can listen to the knowledge and also relate it. But in order to receive love, you need to have honesty. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi ji.
Om Shanti. each one of us, if we go back to our very, very early time in Brahmin life and see what really attracted me or created this feeling that I want to follow this path. I know that when I look at even before coming to knowledge, I always had two very main way of thinking and doing. One was a deep seeking of truth, honesty, transparency, accountability, all that. And it was not easy, right? Even at within our inner circle, whether it's family, friends, or family, everyone likes the truth. Everyone likes the truth. And then within the family, if someone has gone out or sometimes there is a phone call and they don't want to talk to that person, tell them I'm not at home, right? We don't realize that for children, when you tell a child that instead of saying, tell now, I don't want to talk, tell that I am not at home. And then very common saying is that honesty is the best policy. But on other side, everyone says honest person cannot survive. Honest person cannot be successful. So there was contradiction in general expectations. So I always used to say, when I used to read even my school days, there were two masters, gurus were very popular. They were young. One was Vivekanand. Vivekanand at very young age wrote about, I think, 22 volumes of, whatever his search was, his experiences were. So I read all the books. And then there was another one called Ram Tirath, which was not became very popular as Vivekanand. I think you all know Vivekanand's story, right? We got very connected with in Chicago. And Dadi Prakashmani also went there, was a big celebration of Vivekanand. And also, there is the ashram Vivekanand, Kanyakumari, and some of you must have gone. Very beautiful place. So I was, because he believed in karma yoga, and I always thought that the right way of living, natural, spiritual, where you can do everything in the life, but the quality, the values, we use virtues more, more and more virtues in our life. So somewhere, you can't even call it elevated, but I used to call that a very natural, that quality life. But that's the personal, but also help people as a volunteer. There was the 19, I think, early 60s. First time there was epidemic, it's like COVID, was flu. They used to call it influenza, right? Some of you remember? It was so bad that when people got it, even they couldn't stand, they will just sit there or lie down. And so in those days, like our neighborhood, there was a whole community, like a whole block was like a same kind of community. Everyone was sick almost. Luckily, I was not, and I was 11, 12 years old. So I used to make this big pot of tea and get those bread rolls. And I went from each home, give them tea, give them that roll, give them this big one I will make, and then give them tea. And luckily, because of my family, I was very connected with many ministers, their wives. So there were two wars. One was Indochina, one was Indo-Pak. So many soldiers used to come. So one of the minister's wife will say, you want to come? We will go on the train station, then feed them something, give them something. So when I remember that this whole thing of voluntary help people, help poor, like some people, when they first class, they travel and they fight with the porter for 10 rupees. Right? He wants another 10 and we fight. And I will always say, what will he get in 10 rupees? Maybe a good cup of tea, right? So give little more, no? So that let him enjoy. So that's how my actions were. But then when I heard the knowledge, I immediately said that the cause of poverty, cause of sorrow, cause of problem is ignorance. So I want to share this knowledge. If people have this knowledge and wisdom, there won't be sorrow, there won't be poverty, there won't be. So there was whole this thought of, and then I decided that this is what I will do. Not necessarily live the life as I am today, but that's what I would like to do. And then understanding about whole thing of God's task, creation, destruction, sustenance. That whole thought of Baba at this time, God is creating new world. And then the power of purity, Baba wants to use power of purity for this transformation. So then this whole thought of purity. And I love purity, but it was always like, normal, like a family life. But it is Baba. God wants to use our power of purity for world transformation. So there was these kinds of thoughts that how can we serve the self and we can also serve the world, but also live a natural life, normal life. Then later on, we advance in knowledge and different ideas emerge, and then we decide what to do in the life in the sense of totally for godly service. So each one of you to identify our present purpose, to identify that why I decided to do this. Remind yourself whether it is purity, whether it is serving others, whether it is self-progress. Why did how I started, what motivated me, and how do I continue to motivate myself at present time? Is it power of purity, which is for yagya, for world service, for why it is so important these days to have Mansa Seva? I always used to feel that each one of us, we have some very elevated power where we could serve through thoughts. You know how much of you know that how much healing power is in your body. Lot of healing power. So use that healing power for the self. Use it for seva. You know, somewhere the motivation for all of us, from time to time, we really need to review and see why I came, what was the purpose, what I wanted, what am I doing, then where I am at present, and what next few years I have to accomplish that. So think about that, all of you, that is it not most of us didn't come to Baba because of sorrow or worry or problems, no. It is what attracted was the wisdom, the quality of service, not because I had problem or sorrow. I didn't know what is sorrow. Even it might be there, but no problem, no sorrow, nothing. Good life, very good, beautiful family. Everything was very good. No? But how Baba wanted us, each one of us, as instrument for a task. No? So keep reminding yourself and also keep kind of motivate by thinking that why did I start? Where I am at and where I have to reach. And Baba's Murlis definitely help us. Awake Murlis and Sankar Murli. That is why just don't read Murli. Oh, I read Murli or I heard Murli. I study Murli. There is first step is to listen or to read, right? But then I have to study. No? And when you study, every sentence, every word, every time you hear means different to you. Because our stage has changed, right? And there are many things we ask Baba, what, Baba, will this be like this in golden age? Baba said, when we go there, we will know. But then every day, as the intellect becomes Sato Pradhan, you understand more. Our understanding when we came to Baba and now has difference because the quality of intellect When it was tamoguni intellect, the way we understood Murli, then was rajoguni intellect, and now is satoguni intellect. So satoguni intellect, the way it understands. But if there is no progress from tamo, rajo, sato pradhan, then the understanding of the Murli, each word, is not as the truth should be. It's very interesting if you see that when your quality of intellect, so quality of when you study Murli, understand Murli, is completely different. You really see what is the wisdom, what is the sense, or what sense I have developed. So review your life from a very beginning. So Baba is saying, honest heart. In order to have, Baba says, powerful remembrance, Baba says that you must come Baba says that your love must come from an honest heart, even for each other. The feeling of love, is it from when it is really true, must come from an honest heart. Those who have honest hearts are also, Baba says, they are able to become love from the honest heart, right? It's easy to become a point in a second and are able to remember Baba, the point. So when there is honest heart, one I am point, Baba is the point. Baba says because of pleasing the Lord with their honest hearts, such souls, Baba says, claims special blessings from the Father. A special blessing from the Father. Baba says, with which, it's so interesting, right? Special blessings with which, Baba says, they are easily able to be stable on thinking of one. Stable in thinking of the one, they will experience a remembrance in the form of fire and will spread powerful vibrations. Anything finished, destroyed from your thoughts, and they will find their vibrations, they can spread everywhere. So many things can happen with honest heart because of their love, because of their power of honesty, their intellects, Baba says, will accurately work. Baba says that work wisely at the right time. Baba says no wrong actions can be done by them. So what is attention? A honest heart. So that's what we will take as our homework is honest heart. And Om Shanti. Coming quite regularly, right? Hmm? You benefiting? Yeah, how many of you see the change? Hmm? Some change in you, right? Hmm. Those who are not raising hand, they don't see, right? Hmm. Okay.
Thank you for the answer.
Hmm.
You answering.
Hmm. Subtle language.
Hmm?
Subtle language.
Mm-hmm. Om Shanti. Dear Mohini ji. Nice to be in between worlds.
Hmm.
In a way, we're in a confluence age. We're also looking ahead to the golden age, but we're also looking backwards to the roots of the yagya. And I think it's beautiful to have this feeling to combine the connection between the yagya and the connection with the new world. So I think in the new world we'll have beautiful flowers like this one. So on behalf of everyone, a special flower to you, Didi,
Thank you.
from Baba's garden. Fragrant flowers.
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
a real rose.
And I didn't spray it, it's natural. So I'll go cautiously into my questions today, but did you have any new thought this morning? Any
No,
thoughts?
actually, even this question is yours, but we are thinking together, right?
Mm.
We are collectively kind of creating the vision. So it's not for me only, but what do we all think, even what you think, not necessarily what I think. Right?
I found a thought from Daddy Janki, which I think you would like. Two thoughts, and in the context of connecting what we do today with the consequences. And I think if we look at the new world, not as a fantasy world, as a kind of fairy tale, but as the karmic return of what we're doing today. Daddy Janki was saying, this is our least refined body, but we're serving every cell of it by having detachment from it. So the body, we have detachment from it, by not being attached to it, by feeding it only with pure foods, by giving it food that Brahma himself purifies, that Baba, himself purifies, and by not using the body to perform any violence at any level. So now, through the account of that karma that we're performing, we actively create all our bodies for the golden and silver ages. I thought that was quite interesting, that the relationship we have with the body now and the way we are creating elevated karma now will create the bodies for next 20 births. And in another quote, she was also saying that every word that we use now, she says, do we realize that when we speak one word of Gyan, with true meaning, we are recreating the language, the golden age language.
Mm.
So it seems like Daddy was also connecting, the values or the principles of the yajna with how they're going to manifest in the future. What would be your thoughts on it in terms of connecting now the way we use the body, the language, to what will happen in the future?
So what you understood?
Now I'm looking forward to see how do you connect with these thoughts, or sometimes, I don't know, like I was saying yesterday, it became new for me to really measure the impact of what I'm doing now with the new world. Because sometimes we try to serve people today and we want to help them and we want to solve their problem, and then we want to make the center look nice. We want the food to be fine. We want our kurta to be nice. But one day you realize, uh, am I thinking about the new world now? Am I like the real purpose is to really change the world, not just to have a good program or to do good service, but we want to we want a new world to be there for everyone. And I think for me, if I think of using words that will echo in the future, I never thought of it. So maybe it will make me think more deeply into how I use my words today.
No, because there is almost saying for words. Every word you say will be repeated. So we say the words in such a way that when people repeat it, they find some. That is why we always say words of blessings. Whatever anyone is, just bless them. Have good wishes from the thoughts and the words also elevated. And I think that that's what Baba did, Mama, all of them. Sometimes we are ordinary, what we think and say. And Baba had been saying, it shouldn't be ordinary, they should be spiritual. What I find that with the words, less you say, quality will be better. We just keep saying it, then even you don't realize what words you said were not appropriate. And especially at this time, when you want everyone's feelings towards you. People are not doing because they are scared of me, they're not doing because, but it's like their heart agrees to those things. So I think definitely I feel within Brahmin life there needs to be a lot of improvement in what we say. So one thing I definitely feel, say as little as you can, because then your words are very selective, very clear. I am clearing something through words and I'm creating something further. Right? I'm clearing something for you, but the way I said it, I created some wasteful thoughts in you. Right? So how do whatever happen, I say in a way it's foolish talk. Not that it makes you think again, why Sister Mohini said it, who told her, why it happened. Some people continue like that, no? So one is, of course, elevated, but also, okay, something happened. I have to say something, but say it in such a way, as I said, that it's the closer and good feelings continue. Not that, one time Dadi Janki told me that you are okay, but other person is still having wasteful thoughts. So who is responsible? We never thought we are. We thought that person is. But that person's vibrations will be some kind of subtle obstacle for you. No, because the thoughts are still there. So when thoughts are there, then they reach you in some way or other. So I think to kind of experience that pure love and unlimited love, loveful feelings for each other, always feeling blessings, it's up to my words also.
I
So
heard that.
I definitely feel the importance of the words.
I heard that Gulzar or many other sisters in the early days had a lot of experiences of even the language of Golden Age. And at the time, apparently, they were remembering very special words. And Baba was said it would be very, very pure Hindi. And of course, many words will not exist. We are already in the Brahmin dictionary trying to remove a few words. But I think the deity dictionary will be very little, no? There won't be too many words in the Golden Age. Have you ever had an experience, either through trance or book message or vision, of conversation in Golden Age? Like, have you ever witnessed some exchange in Golden Age?
See, our words are connected with our emotions and our feelings, right? So in Golden Age, because our feelings will be very loving, very calm, very beautiful, you know. So because feelings are that, then our words will also be accordingly. So what we have to check here for change is not our words, but the feelings. What is deep within your sanskar that you say things like that, you know? Is it your insecurity? Is it your fear? Is it there's something within you know, which is emerging those feelings and then the words, you know. So I would rather see that I change at the level of what make me say these things, right? Why these words come out of my mouth? And change at that level. You know, when you change that, your feelings will be different, your words will be different. You know, somewhere that transformation, I think, is important.
Very interesting. I know we have a little drama to be watching. So there's a very interesting question, sister from London sent. So you may want to say a few words now or think about it, because I never thought of this aspect. So it's a little deep, but it says, it seems to me that our actions and encounters now are based on karma. We are pulled to places and people based on that, our karma. But in the Golden Age, there are no karmic debts. So I was wondering, what motivates action there? What motivates action there? Clearly, we will be born and interact with those of similar vibration. But I wonder what makes us move, if you see what I mean. So I don't know if you see what she means, but maybe tomorrow I'll just have a few words now. But I thought it was interesting, because sometimes Baba says your actions there will be neutral. And if there's no pull from past karma, then what makes the deity move? You want to think about it for tomorrow? Or,
We leave it for tomorrow.
I'm giving her option, right? Sissy?
No, it's a good question.
No, it's a good question. I'm looking forward to insight. So I'm looking at the time, and I know in Golden Age we won't have clocks everywhere, right? Will we? No, we don't
won't
need
need
clocks
clocks.
everywhere. So yesterday we had a beautiful drama with a presentation by the family of Mississauga, and tonight we're going to receive and welcome the family of Scarborough, who will express in their own unique ways, in a colorful and beautiful way, relationships in Golden Age. And so Brother Coogan will explain briefly the concept and then the expression of harmonious relationships. So please, everyone, take note of how we interact, because from now on, we have to do the same for the next few months, few years, right? So welcome, Scarborough family, and thank you, Didi, for tonight's insights.